Hello everyone, it's Haley and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do a little video and talk to you guys about things that I feel like every first time mom or just mom in general should know slash have slash do. This video is not sponsored by anybody, but there's a couple products that I want to talk to you guys about that every mom should know about. And if my sister was not a postpartum nurse and didn't already have children, I would have absolutely no idea about any of this stuff. So I just wanted to share it with you guys because it's been a lifesaver to me. So let's jump into it. Okay, so this one is for all of the breastfeeding moms out there. And I'm sorry if you guys think this is gross. It's really not that gross, but I'm going to be showing you breast milk. So just, if you don't want to see it, click off real quick. But, so the first item I'm going to show you guys is called a haka. I just used this, which is why there's milk in it. This milk would have been leaking into my bra if I hadn't had this haka on. So what a haka is, it's like a manual breast pump that you literally, just suction onto your boob and you squeeze it to suction down here. You squeeze this to suction it and your breast milk leaks into this while you are feeding your baby on the opposite boob. I cannot tell you how many ounces of milk I've already stowed away because of this thing. If I didn't have this, all this milk would have just been absorbed into a disposable boob pad that you just throw in the garbage. I can freeze this stuff and give this to my baby. So lifesaver right here. If you don't have a haka and you are breastfeeding, get a haka. I promise you, you will thank me later. But if you are a mom who's breastfeeding, a haka is a necessity. Get this. It's like $12 on Amazon. I will link it down below. Get yourself a haka if you are a breastfeeding mom. Get one. I promise you, you will thank me later. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is pacifiers. So my daughter did take a pacifier for the first month, and now she refuses to take it. She's 3.5 months old now, but she absolutely refuses to take it. She took it for a month and then she was over it because I feel like it's because it wasn't a boob or something. I'm not really sure why she didn't want to take it anymore. But if you are a breastfeeding mom and you want your baby to not get confused with standard pacifiers, use one of these soothies. These are probably one of the better pacifiers you can use for when you are breastfeeding because this also mimics breastfeeding because it's like a nipple. It's better than the other shaped ones. If you do use the other shaped ones, a lot of times your babies are completely fine with breastfeeding, but some babies are super picky and get super confused, the nipple versus this nipple, and this is one of the better pacifiers to use for when you are breastfeeding. And again, this is just a Soothy pacifier. They give you these, well, you can request them in the hospital. These are literally the exact ones that they give you, minus they're usually green. This one's a pink one that came in a pack of pink and purple. So when we went to her 3-week appointment for the pediatrician, I believe it was, he told us to start introducing a bottle to her because when I did go back to work, that she might be a little bit of a terror and not want to take a bottle. She would probably just want to be eating from me. So he told us to introduce the bottle to her about at 3 weeks. And so we did, and she took it right away. And I do know that some moms, my sister is a prime example for this. Her daughter did not take a bottle until she was 3 months old, and she refused to take a bottle. One of the options that my sister did try was a Komotomo bottle. These are also bottles that mimic breastfeeding, and this was the only bottle that her daughter would take. So if you're having frustrations with your baby not taking a bottle because you didn't introduce it as soon as you would have liked to, Komotomo is a really great option. I don't have the Nook Natural. I think it's called Nook Natural, but it also mimics kind of like a nipple, and I've heard really good things about those as well. I've always had really good luck with the Komotomo. They come in 2 colors. It comes in pink and it comes in green, and they come in different bottle sizes. So this one's the smaller one. They do come in one that goes up to, I feel like 8 or 10 ounces, but they do mimic breastfeeding, and this has been a lifesaver for me. Like I said, my daughter took it super easy right away, and we have not had any issues with her taking this bottle. Okay, so for this next item that I feel like every pregnant woman should know about, all expecting moms should know about this, is when you're in the hospital and your baby has those first really sticky, tarry poops. They're terrible to try to get off because they're so sticky. I don't know why the nurses don't tell you this, but put A&D ointment on your baby. It literally wipes it right away. So easy. A&D ointment. Love this stuff. We always use A&D ointment after we give Scarlett a bath because, you try to dry your baby off the best you can, but sometimes it's still moist in like the creases. So if you put A&D on there, it helps it of them chafing, and it helps dry out whatever's moist down there, so I really like this. I like the way it smells. It's not some over-the-top perfume fragranted product, but this stuff works wonders. And like I said, for all you moms out there, use this for your baby right after they're born with their first poops because it wipes right away. A&D ointment. Another thing I want to talk about is Dessatin. For the first month and a half, Scarlett had a little bit of a rash. We didn't know if it was from the diapers or if it was from the wipes that we were using, or if it was just because she was a new baby and she wasn't used to like wearing any diapers or anything like that. So Dessatin will be your best friend. This stuff literally, I could put this on her rash and it would be gone, or like significantly better within like the next time I had to change her diaper. It works that quick. We do use Dessatin whenever she does have some type of a rash. Like I said, it works really great, really quick. It is more of a paste. My husband hates using Dessatin. He would rather use A&D ointment, but when she does have a rash pop up for some reason, Dessatin is the go-to, and it quickly helps resolve that rash. Another item that I want to talk about that I did not need in the hospital, but it was nice to have at home because I had a C-section, is a Boppy Pillow. Now, you don't need to bring this to the hospital with you. If you want to, you can, but it's really not a necessity. What's so convenient about a Boppy Pillow, especially if you've had a C-section, is that you're already sore and you just put this baby around you where the opening's at, and you can just rest your baby on it, and you're able to sit upright, and it just feels the most, for me, it felt the most comfortable way to feed her was by using the Boppy. I normally feed her in the standard cradle position. If you're a mom who wants something with extra support, a Boppy Pillow is great. And they also come with covers to where you can just take the cover off and wash it. I recommend getting a couple of those, especially if your baby's a spitter. Scarlett is a happy spitter. She spits up all the time, but she gains really good weight. So it's super convenient to make sure that you have the covers if you do have a Boppy Pillow, because like I said, you can just easily take it off and put a new one on and wash it. Another thing that I'm so obsessed with is that on my phone, I have this Hatch app. And what is really great about the Hatch app is that you can document when your baby sleeps, when they eat, how long they sleep, how many diapers they've had, if they're wet, if they're dirty. And you can give access to your family members who take care of your baby, like a caregiver. You can give them access, and then they're able to put in documentation when they watch your baby. Another thing with the Hatch app is that there's another one, and it's for a noise machine and a nightlight, and it's called the Hatch, and it looks like a diffuser, and you have an app that connects your phone to it, which is super convenient because I could be downstairs and I can set a timer on the hatch noise machine, and I can change the lights and I can change the sounds all from my app, or I could also go upstairs and change it manually from the actual device. Another thing that I really like about it is that you can change it to where you can do different lights for different times of the day. So whenever we decide to have Scarlett sleep upstairs on her own, whenever she gets in and out of bed on her own, so when she's a lot older from now, you can set it to a red, yellow, green, purple, blue, white light. You can change them, and for certain times of the day, you can tell her, okay, when the light's green, you can get up. But when the light's yellow, you can get up and you can play in your room. But when the light's red, you have to stay in bed and in your room. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the hatch looks like, and then I will show you how to work the hatch in the app. So you open the hatch, and then it has the volume and the light control switch there. And then you can obviously turn it on and off. And here you can pull up the different colors you want the nightlight to be. So there's a broad variety of the colors that you get to choose from. And then here we're pulling up all the different varieties of the sounds that you can choose. And this is the part of the app that you can make the schedules. So I hope you all enjoyed my video today. Like I said, it was just kind of like an informative video on items that I'm so thankful that I have with being a mom. And if you guys didn't know about these items, I hope that you guys look into them and see if they work for you. So thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next time.